always were there, always beside me, holding my hand every step of the way. Through these eyes you could do no wrong, in these eyes you were brave and strong. In my heart those days live on. You were my hero, 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 my hero. Whoa, yeah. What does it take to be a hero? What does it take to be a man? I'm looking down into my young boy's eyes as I feel his love. Oh, I realize the torch is passed along, on and on. I'll be your hero, hero. You are my hero. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What does it take to be a hero? What does it take to be a man? I'm looking down into my young boy's eyes as I feel his love. Oh, I realize the torch is passed along, on and on. I'll be your hero. I'll be your hero. I'll be your hero. Whoa, whoa. Feeling is everywhere, it's all around us. It lives inside the hearts of you and me. Now it's our time to keep our country strong. Can see that no man's son will walk alone. Or just take my hand. Come on, take my hand. I'll be your hero. I'll be your hero. I'll be your hero. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's no greater pleasure, nothing greater to do. Just feeling your love and feel fear out of you. I wanna be a hero. I'll be your hero. I'll be your hero. I'll be your hero. Whoa, 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 yeah. Hero. Hero.
Well, hey! Hello everybody and welcome to the campaign! I am your host and adjudicator tonight, Soul the Effing Seeker, and tonight is a very crucial night. We are... Oh, Nightbot's sub ran out. They tried. Love and Cleve, thank you so much for the resubscription. I vote Soul for President of the Year. I am already the President of Soul TV, I think you'll find. That's why tonight we are actually going to be electing a new Vice President. Hello, welcome in, Charlie. Hello, Strixie. Hello, Sazzy. Hello, Samantha. Hello, Lurks. Hello, everyone. It's amazing to have you here. Miri, I see you there. Thank you, Shani, for giving that sub to Nightbot. He can now clap along with Sassy. Thank you so much. That's really cool of you. And we already got a hype train to kick us off. Oh, my word. Well, you're going to need all the hype tonight. Because you guys, you in chat, get to vote for your Vice President of Soul TV. And we are joined by our candidates here. Everyone goes to the polls in just under 2 hours. 1 hour and 50 minutes at that. So you'll want to stay around because you'll get to vote in chat for who you want to be your vice president. But how are you going to make that decision? Well, that is up to our contestants tonight to make that call for you to get you to vote for them. They are on the campaign trail. They have been trying to campaign for this vice presidency all week long. You've probably seen Vote Loaf, Vote Panda, Don't Vote Loaf, Don't Vote Panda, Vote Shani. We had a bit of a problem there. But yes, they have been vying for your votes, and tonight it all matters. So as the clock is ticking down, you will have a chance to question these candidates tonight. You'll have a chance to really get to put them to the test tonight to make sure they're working for you and in your best interest. So, if you've got questions, keep them. They will have a chance shortly to ask them. So get as many as you can, write a few down, but keep it to yourself for now. And when we come to the Q&A, we will be firing them at our contestants. But who are our contestants? Well, let us find out. First of all, let us roll the dice to determine who will be always speaking first throughout tonight's event. So I'll need one of you to call either high or low. One of you to say high or low?
I said hi.
Oh, hi. Right, okay then. Yeah. 11. All right, that means Meatloaf, you get to choose whether you go first or second.
Well, I will go second.
You will go second. Okay. So throughout this evening, it'll be Panda who goes first. So, let us introduce our contestants tonight. Our candidates for our vice presidency. First, representing the Panda Liberation Party, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Pandarai!
Hello.
Please make your opening statements.
Opening statements. Well, hello everyone. I am Panda. You may or may not know me. I'm around sometimes. And we are here to make a very important decision today. Whoever that may be, you will find out by the end.
Any pledges at all?
We'll try to bring unique perspectives here.
Ooh, interesting. Finally, VP is around sometimes. All right, and opposing them tonight, representing the Meatloaf Independent Party, it is Skysh Meatloaf.
Hello, everyone. Hi. Thank you for joining. Couple things. One, I'm always around, unlike some. Also, I promise to not just bring unique perspectives, but also fun perspectives, and sometimes outlandish perspectives.
I have to interrupt there. Charlie, I'm the referee. Why are you calling me a wanker? How dare you? Anyway, please carry on, Meatloaf. I apologise.
I think that's it for me. Besides,
Any pledges?
oh, yes, one. I pledge that Nightbot will never run out of a sub.
Oh, look at this. Thinking for the channel first. Interesting. Alright, so you met our candidates. They are Pandarai, who is all for a unique perspective to Soul TV and is around sometimes. And opposing them, Meatloaf, who has already made some bold pledges to be around always and to keep Nightbot fed. Welcome in, Corporate Alligator. Alright, so we're going to now learn a little bit more about our candidates through word assassination. I will be presenting a word to each in turn, and they must respond with one or two words back to me. Then, at the end of this round, each will have a chance to take their opponent to task about their answers. And then after that, we will open it up for question time from you, the chat. So, Panda, as you are going first, I will give you a word. You must respond with one or two words. Okay. Soul TV.
Fighting.
Meatloaf. Your word is president.
Respectful.
Panda. Your word is unions.
Great.
Meatloaf, your word is racism.
Bad.
Panda, your word is dodecahedron.
Shape.
Meatloaf, your word is booties in tight shorts at the gym.
Very positive.
Panda, your word is retro sassy.
Great person.
Sound like Donald Trump then. Great person. Meatloaf, your word is O'Strixie.
Respectable.
Don't know if I'll trust that one. Panda, your word is Shani.
Banani.
Meatloaf, your word is Shani.
Scared.
Panda, your word is vice presidency. Panda. Panda.
Attainable.
Ooh, I like that. Ooh, that's actually very good. Meatloaf, your word is production.
Sound.
Okay. Panda, your final word. Liar.
Meatloaf.
Oh! Meatloaf, your final word. Scum.
Panda.
Whoa! Oh, it's all kicking off here. Settle down, guys. Settle down. Now, Meatloaf, you will have to... now you can respond to any of the answers given by Panda. Is there anything you want to take him to task for here? Your floor is yours.
Yes. His first word was Soul TV. And I believe he said hiding.
Hiding? I thought you said exciting.
Oh, I thought he said hiding.
What'd you say, Panda? I thought you said exciting.
I said exciting.
Yeah.
I heard hiding.
Okay, so what alright, so go on. Gaslight him, go on.
I believe you said hiding. So why would you want to hide from Soul TV?
I did not say such things. I said it's exciting.
Are you in some way insinuating that his accent is not clear, Meatloaf?
Maybe.
Do you have a problem with people from Ohio?
My mother's from Ohio.
So, do you have a problem with people from Ohio?
No, I don't.
Okay, is there anything else you wish to take to task with Panda there?
Nope.
Oh, so you're okay being called a liar then?
Yes.
Sorry. Alright. Panda, is there anything you'd like to take to task with Meatloaf, who called you scum?
Am I, though? You've known me for close to 15 years now.
Meatloaf?
Well, that is true. I'm not the one who has a problem with Ohio.
The internet has a problem with Ohio.
But do you have a problem with Ohio, Panda?
Yes, I live here. It's pretty boring.
Would you be bringing then boring values to Salt TV if you were vice president?
Nope, because I strive to do better things.
Strive to do. Meatloaf, do you ever strive to do better things?
I try,
Do you
which
love?
is all that can be asked.
Do you love the state you're in, West Virginia?
Yes.
Mm. Okay, so Panda's coming from like a lot of oppression, it seems, where Meatloaf isn't. He tries to strive. Meatloaf, what do you take to this? He's trying to strive. Isn't that the quintessential idea of trying? Whereas you don't have no problems to overcome.
No, I never said I had no problems.
Oh, what kind of problems do you have, Meatloaf?
Compulsive lying.
Checks out.
I don't know whether to believe you or not. Panda, have you ever lied before in your life?
I think everyone has at least once.
How big of a lie was it?
Nothing too bad.
Not too bad. Meatloaf, what's the biggest lie you've ever told?
Probably in high school when I tried to convince everyone I was from England.
So not as proud of West Virginia as you make out.
No, I was. But I just thought it would be a fun experiment.
And did it work?
About 75%.
Let's see if the votes end up being 75% your way later. Do you stay around, because when the polls open, it'll be down to you to vote for who you wish to have as vice president. Now, we're going to open the floor to questions from the chat. So if you have a question for either of our contestants, please put their name and the question, and I will ask it. Don't hold back. This is your chance to really get to know the true answers that you will want to hear in order to convince you to vote either way. They are here, they are waiting, and they are ready to do good by you. So, any questions? Did you say impulsive or compulsive? Did you say impulsive or compulsive?
I said impulsive.
Impulsive, yeah. So, spur of the moment. But you don't do it all the time.
No.
Loaf, were you on Epstein's jet?
No,
Panda,
I was not.
do you wish to, do you have anything to say to that? Do you believe he was at all?
Were you not?
No, I wasn't.
It says no. He says no. I don't think there's any evidence to go on that, Shani. You might want to find evidence of it. For both, what are you going to do for us viewers? Yes. So big question here. As the vice president of Soul TV, Panda, what do you wish to do for the chat and the audience when you lead them, if you get elected?
Help try to be the voice of chat
To try to
in
be
a
the-
direct line to soul.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so you're going to be a little bit more of a liaison, getting points across. Okay. Meatloaf, what would you do for chat if you were to take up this wonderful position of vice president?
If I was able to take up this position, I would see chat prosper and thrive for the shows that they want and like.
Okay, how do you hope to accomplish this?
By listening to them and watching their reactions to whatever shows you decide to put on in the meantime, and help funnel to see what's more acceptable for the chat, and see what you also like, for it is also your stream to care about.
Do you think that if you're on the show, you're more likely to actually think it's a good one and want more of it?
No, if it's a bad show, I'll call it a bad show.
Is this a bad show?
So far, no.
Okay. Keep the questions coming. Panda, this is from Streaksy. Oh, that last one was from Sassy. This is from Streaksy. Panda, why did you conduct a secret stream purely to break my streak?
I was on at my normal time.
He was on at the normal time, apparently. Streaksy's no longer the Streaksy, isn't he? He's broken Streaksy. Thanks to you, Panda. Oh, Mimi's here. Hello, Mimi. Oh, no worries, no worries. But it's going to be hard to watch with no sound, I'll be honest with you. The whole thing is a debate. This is from Samantha. Panda, what types of lies do you tell the most?
Hmm. Good question.
Oh, good question.
I tend to be pretty upfront and honest.
Tend to be very. So, is that saying that maybe white lies are what you tend to make, or
Probably.
probably only a probably, not a confirmation?
Like,
there.
nothing too horrible or outrageous.
Nothing outrageous. Nothing outrageous. Apparently. Meatloaf, are you more meaty or more loafy? This is from Miri.
Well, that's a good question as well.
Yeah,
I
suck
would,
up.
I would, I would describe myself as a loaf.
Yeah. Oh, you're more of a loaf.
Yeah,
Did you
built wise.
built wise? I was going to say, did you like, are you self-raised? Or...
Yes, I'm self-raised.
Okay. This one is from Shani says he was on the Epstein. That's allegations in chat. Corporate Alligator, this is to both. Panda first. What's your plan to finally make roundabouts fun again? It's from Corporate Alligator.
We will hold drift events and roundabouts.
Drift events around roundabouts. That is pretty cool. Same question to Meatloaf.
I would put a bouncy castle in the road as fun dodging mechanics.
Oh God! I guess if they crash, they get they bounce. Wow. Okay.
If they crash, it's instant manslaughter.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So it would it would help fill up prisons faster.
Oh my God! Why do you want to fill up the prisons?
Why do I want to fill up the prisons?
Yeah.
I mean, the private sector needs jobs too.
Are you insinuating that if there is no crime, we have no use for the police, therefore we need to have crime?
Yes.
Okay.
We went a complete left turn.
Yeah, already. I didn't think it'd be this quick. Sazzy says, Panda, how many pandas have you liberated in your life?
At least 4.
At least 4. At least.
I have 3 of them sitting next to me.
Amazing. How many pandas have you liberated, Meatloaf?
1, and I would like to point out mine is also part unicorn.
Oh, he's even showed it off, look. Interesting. Wait, if you just stuck a horn in its head?
No.
That seems like abuse to me.
No, it came with the horn.
Oh, really? It was Randy, was it? Oh, dear. Look, Van Cleef, can Sol trust you not to overthrow her? This goes to Panda.
Yes.
All right. Meatloaf, can Sol trust you not to overthrow her?
Yes. Because I know my place.
Wow. He makes me seem like a tyrant. Hello, HC, welcome in. If you've got any questions for our candidates, please put them in chat now. I'd really appreciate that. Also, I noticed Hockey 14 will. I know he wants to fill up the prison. Hello, Hockey, welcome in. Holy shit.
Well.
Corporate Alligator. He asks, how do you plan to address the national shortage of pens that actually work when you need them, Panda?
We will make more pen factories.
More pen
That make
factories. Okay.
to make reliable pins.
Meatloaf, same question to you.
Let's see. First, I would nationalize the Guard to seize the pin factories and ensure quality safety tests on all pins.
I mean, I must think this is hypothetical because, like, Soul TV doesn't dabble in pens. So, it's just, okay. I mean, people type in chat. I mean, Lopi, how many times have you been quantum entangled with an alien in the Horsehead Nebula named Sus Horus?
42.
42 times! Has that not, like, impeded your work rate?
A little bit, but not really, because within the quantum entanglement that has happened, I've also met myself several times, and we've able to work together to even out the work speed.
Very knowledgeable there. AC says, may I say that Meatloaf looks resplendent this evening?
Thank you.
And I must say Panda's even got his glasses on, so... I'm sorry, I'm making a mockery of this serious debate. No, that actually got a really good answer, actually. Drift events, how are you going to fund that? You'll bankrupt us all, says Strixie. So, Panda, how will you fund the drift events based on the Soul TV income of roughly £110 a month, if on a good month?
First, we get a driver in Formula D.
Mm-hmm. Is that what
Then-
it's called? Formula D? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then once they gain popularity, they can open their own channel to cover the process
But doesn't that actually...
going through.
If they make their own channel, doesn't that mean that you're making competition for me?
No,
Oh, no.
because we will sponsor them, have them
Ah!
on payroll.
Yeah! Get that sponsorship money. Ooh, there you go. Sort out. And now pen factories. Yeah, how are we going to pay for the pen factories as well? Same thing?
Yes, we'll
Yes.
create a... Oh,
Well, you're
Wait, who's
nationalising them.
talking?
You're nationalising them, Meatloaf, so this is to
Yeah.
Panda. Panda wants to buy them
Okay.
outright. Is it the same deal? Are we sponsoring Bic? What's going on?
Well, Bic does produce the two most commonly stolen items.
Maybe we could have them drive around in giant pencils and cut our losses. No, just me. No. It'd probably mark up the road, wouldn't it? This one goes to both of you. First, Panda. On a scale of absolutely not to full Weatherspoon's breakfast, how committed are you to the British way of life? Me being a Brit and this being a very British stream, are you going to uphold the British standards, even though you're both American? Panda, you first.
We will absolutely try our best to uphold the British standards that you're all accustomed to.
Okay. In what way?
Research.
Oh, interesting. Are you going to commit the time to it? Meatloaf, how about you? Same question. Are you going to uphold the British standards here?
yes, I will. And I will even plan to integrate a little bit of American. Not too much to where it would overwhelm.
Ooh.
Not too much.
Boo.
Quit booing. But, like I said, introduce Americanism just a little bit at a time. Not too much. Just the right amount to where the U doesn't matter no more in color and armor and honor. But I would still uphold the tradition of keeping that U in the words.
I didn't understand a word of that. Did anyone in chat understand that? I went off the rail. Kind of outside of Soul TV's VP's remit to build pen factories. AC has a question for both of you. First of all, Panda, do you prefer the Avanti West Coast Livery or the Virgin Trains livery for the Pendolino on the West Coast Main Line? There is a correct answer, so choose wisely.
The West Coast Library.
I was going with the Avanti, the West Coast Library there, AC. I hope that answers your question. He made himself sure. Microtransaction. To be fair, bits are microtransactions already, sadly. But it is free to watch. So both the Corporate Alligator has a question for you both. Are you prepared to settle major disputes via rock, paper, scissors to save taxpayer money? Panda?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Meatloaf.
It is a fair competition.
Fair competition. Meatloaf?
I say no. I would want to introduce the coin toss.
Okay, so you're halving the odds to 50-50.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, well, you won the coin toss earlier, didn't you? But we didn't do rock, paper, scissors. So, I want you both, I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1, and then you need to shout either rock, paper, or scissors, okay? If there's a delay, I will give it to the other person. So you have to go 3, 2, 1, shout, okay? So 3, 2, 1, go!
Paper.
Paper covers rock. Panda wins that one. No wonder you don't like rock, paper, scissors. Okay. Samantha says, do you believe the Vice President should prioritise appeasing Seoul or the people first? Panda.
I believe equally both.
I love this question. Equally both? Okay, what if there is a...
Both need to be... Because both need to be happy in some capacity.
What if there's a conflict of interest between what the chat wants and Seoul wants?
Then we will work on a solution, but it is ultimately up to Seoul.
Oh god, it's going to be a two-state solution going on here. Meatloaf, same question to you. I'll repeat that. Do you believe the Vice President should prioritise appeasing Seoul, me, or the people?
I believe it should be the people.
Okay, strongly in favour of the chat there.
Yes. For the reason, because it's their time we're using.
I'm using them, is what you're saying?
No, I'm saying it's their time that they're coming here,
Okay.
and they want good quality entertainment, which you always provide.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Oh, suck up. So, this one goes to Meatloaf from Lurks. Is it true that Cthulhu is funding your campaign? Tough questions now.
Yes, it is true.
Oh, so we've got an encroachment of gods in this now. That's come to the front. Hello, Leah God. Sorry, it got to you. We're doing a Q&A right now on this political campaign to get Vice President of Seoul TV. Just keep getting race drivers until our budget is enough for all the stuff I like here. Panda, how do you feel about Meatloaf having the support of the Elder Gods?
That is presenting external factors in this.
Mm-hmm.
I have funded this myself.
Oh, there you go, you see. Meatloaf, apparently you've not funded this yourself due to that help of the Older Gods. Panda has. Any response to this?
I have also funded this myself, just with a little help.
Okay. Well, wait a word. It is a smoothie. Remember to retain a lot of this information tonight. You will have a chance to go to the polls in just over an hour's time, maybe sooner. It depends how many questions we get through and how they get through the other ones. Not going to be a long stream, but I hope you stay around for the big vote at the end. The Vice President of this channel does get some rewards, so you'll want to stay tuned for the final decision. AC, can you promise that our bins will be emptied weekly instead of fortnightly? To Panda.
Question in the chat.
Oh, sorry, what was that? What was that, Panda?
I was trying to find the question.
Oh, it was AC. It was right up the top there. It says, can you promise that our bins will be emptied weekly instead of fortnightly?
Yes.
Yeah,
Because...
Yes. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Because family needs are not always equivalent to each other's.
Hmm.
Some may have more family members present than others.
Good logic.
So, doing it in emptying weekly would be helpful for those who need it.
Same question to Meatloaf.
I would take it a step further and try to introduce a bill to make it bi-weekly.
That is fortnightly.
I meant twice a week.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, I got you twice, but yeah, my bad. Okay, so, oh right, okay, so I just want to make this clear. So if one of you gets vice president, I've got to go around and empty everyone's bins.
No, I will do it.
Yeah.
I'll personally do it.
Right. Oh wow. Okay. For Weatherspoon's breakfast. You just lost soul. Fucking clue. This back right. Panda. Which is more corrupt, Soul TV or the last season of Love Island?
The last season of Love Island.
Oh, thank God you said that. Panda. Meatloaf. Sorry.
Love Island.
No, but Love Island got the win on that one. Phew! To be fair, they're not vice president yet. They don't know how corrupt this place really is. Hockey says, a question for both of you. What are your plans for weekly body pickup? Will the method used be that of trucks, carts, or just one random man trying his best? Meatloaf? You sorry, Panda, you first. I'm getting all backwards here.
This is what we have coroners for. They have vans.
Okay, so are these the same vans that will be doing the bin collecting?
No.
Oh, God, this is going to cost me an arm and a leg.
We've ventured very far from our course of action.
Meatloaf, what about you? Your response to that?
I would use the same garbage truck. Just have a separate compartment just for bodies, one for trash. That's why it needs to be twice a week.
We've got body collection and bin collection.
Yes.
For both. Panda, how will the election benefit the House of Trinity? For those who don't know, Panda, Meatloaf, and Charlie are part of the House of Trinity. They often string together, so this is actually kind of infighting here at the moment. So how will it benefit the House of Trinity, Panda?
Nothing much would change because we are all pretty intertwined together.
No change, Charlie. Meatloaf.
Well, my stance is also of no change, but maybe we'll have the House of Trinity on just a tiny bit more.
Oh, okay. So you're going to try to twist my arm to get people nominated, despite the fact that both of you are on this show and already in it.
Yeah.
So how dare you use me? I'm sorry, Sassy. I didn't mean to use you. Will any of you use Sassy? Panda, will you
No.
use Sassy? No, Meatloaf, will you use
not,
Sassy?
not in any
No.
exploitative way.
No, you will not be used anymore, Sassy. I know, right, Sassy. Cthulhu, impressive name drop. If aliens landed and asked to speak to the chief human, would you put yourself forward or nominate Soul? Panda.
I would nominate Soul.
Oh, thank you. Meatloaf.
This Soul would be a much better envoy than I.
Oh, even used an envoy. I love it. Meatloaf.
I would nominate myself to put myself in danger first before putting Soul in danger.
Oh, like a food taster, but for aliens.
Yes. I'd be the appetizer, so you don't have to be the main course.
Wait, you'll be the appetizer, so I don't have to be the main course. That implies that I
Yes.
probably am going to be the main course.
Well, if they eat me, then they're gonna eat you, so... I mean, might as well live as long as you can.
It's nice to know that you will be a whore's duvet.
Yes.
I don't want to go to the polls. There's too cold. Going to freeze my whiskers. Sorry, Leah. Go on. Just stay where you are. The vote will come to you. Bin emptying triage. Nice. Yes, I love it. Both. Right, this is from Corporate Alligator to Panda. What's your 5-point plan to protect Soul TV from a seagull uprising?
Okay. We're going to create a pile of food in
Okay.
various locations.
Pile of food spread
So-
in multiple locations. Yes.
So, one, they are too distracted with getting food to worry about anything else.
Okay.
But then they'll get chunky, and flying might be pretty hard after that.
Ooh, chunky. Chunky birds.
So, they would become lethargic and unable to do anything about it. My water bottle just made a noise.
Is that number 4?
No. Then we'll develop a containment plan once they get nice and plump.
God, this garbage can's gonna have a third compartment. And what's your 5th point?
Then, once containment is complete, we can interrogate them on why they want to do an uprising.
I'm sure we'll make them squawk. Oh, God. Well, that is a plan, and it did have 5 points. Meatloaf, same question to you. How will you fight back against the Seagull Uprising?
How will I? Good question. Good question. For once, I would install surveillance and an early warning system. Install motion detecting anti-goal cameras. Train local pigeons as double agents. Then I would work on the defense infrastructure of deploying decoy statues of larger predatory birds and electrified but tasteful umbrella perimeters. Then we would move on to the psychological warfare of broadcasting nonstop footage of angry bread denial videos and using laser pointers to create a confusing air show.
Hello, Alex.
Then there's the tech solution. Then I would implement AI to help drive Seagull Scream translators for negotiations. Then I would use drone swarm interceptors shaped like French fries so they get confused even more when they try to eat them.
Hello, Galloway. You gotta give her
Then
a bath to my
public
cat today.
engagement.
Oh, it went well. Yeah, a pussy always needs to be washed.
Yes. Then public engagement is the 5th step. Mobilize citizens with bread decoys and protective hats and launch a PR campaign beaks off of Soul TV.
You would, you can put your questions in chat for our candidates for vice presidency. I have one follow-up question. Panda, was AI used in the making of your answer?
No.
Meatloaf, was AI used in the making of your answer?
No.
Was that a no?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, you heard it there. All right. Potholes and bin collections are the type of shit a lot of people in the UK care about. Great money saving, Meatloaf. Oh, buddy, it's just biodegradable garbage anyhow. There you go, you see. Bring out your dead. Okay. Yeah. Meatloaf, this is to you. What is 66 times 9 divided by 5? This is from Sazzy.
118.
118, apparently. You might have to verify that, Sazzy. Yeah. Pardon. And the fact that Soul is on our streams. But Panda, if I vote for you, says Corporate Alligator, will you personally promise to replace potholes with trampolines?
I think potholes are the most universally just prevalent problem.
Mm-hmm. So you think that's a...
Because I was...
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Because I will add,
mm-hmm.
in my entire 26 years of life, I've never seen the highway by my house completed.
So trampolines are the solution?
Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
I would ask Meatloaf, but he's already installed Bouncy Castle, so will you be
Yeah.
installing trampolines as well, Meatloaf?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought you would. I think if they eat loaf, they'll get indigestion. This is from Lurks to Panda. Have you seen the show Veep? And if so, is Julia Louis-Dreyfus a good role model?
I have not watched the
You
show.
haven't seen it? Oh,
I
okay.
don't watch too much TV anymore.
And yet you want to be the vice president of Soul TV.
This is my TV.
Oh, that's quite nice. Oh. Meatloaf, have you seen Veep? Same question.
I've only seen one episode, sadly,
Oh.
because I forgot to continue watching it.
I've actually seen a lot more than both of you then, because I actually quite like that show. I didn't get to see the finale, but I do know it ends on a bit of a weird note, like evil wins. Yeah, no, it's a good show. It's a good show. I like you to treat me like Julia Louis-Dreyfus. I was leaning toward Lofi till he threatened to empty my bins. Is the seagull uprising before or after the alien invasion? Who knows? They might be the same thing. Sassy says, if you wanted to attract new viewers, how would you do so? Panda.
We would go through the avenue of YouTube, YouTube Shorts, and TikTok. Because the reach that those platforms have is unparalleled to many others.
Panda's absolutely right, and it's a very pragmatic approach, but it did make me kind of like cringe in horror. Meatloaf, what's your approach?
My approach would be hashtags on Blue Sky.
Well, that's one thing, isn't it? This is from Streaksy. If you don't keep all these bollocks promises, will you step down? Panda.
Yes,
Meatloaf.
because it is my job of hold.
It's your job to uphold, yeah. Meatloaf.
I would not step down,
Oh,
because I would still try to keep up with those promises
okay.
until the next election.
You would confuse me with French fries. Why do I feel like Meatloaf has been asked this before? For both, briefly describe your perfect Sunday. Okay, Galloway asks Panda, describe your perfect Sunday or Soul Day.
Have a good, long sleep that
Oh,
leading into Sunday.
I'm glad he said sleep. Mm-hmm.
Then make it Soul TV.
Hey.
If Soul TV is on that day.
Always on a Sunday, always on a Sunday. Is that it? Is that your Sunday?
Yeah,
Alright. Meatloaf, what's your
Got it.
perfect- Oh yeah, go on.
about it.
Okay. Meatloaf, what's your perfect Sunday?
My perfect Sunday is waking up early, eating breakfast, having a nice cold Dr. Pepper or Pepsi or Coke, depending on what we have, relaxing and chilling out to about 1:30, logging onto Twitch, getting ready for Soul's magnificent stream for the day, and then having a nice chat with Soul after the stream, and maybe doing some quizzes.
What comes after that, or is that it?
That's it. And going to bed.
Okay, there's your Sunday. Says the self-professed liar. Both. Can you swear under oath that you've never tried to microwave a cup of tea? Make us believe you. This is from Corporate Alligator. Panda.
I think microwaving tea is barbaric.
Oh my. How about you, Meatloaf?
It
Oh no, there's more from Panda. There's more from Panda. Go on.
it is not right. It's wrong.
I can't believe the most passion we've got out of Panda tonight is over microwaving tea.
I know too many people.
Meatloaf, what about you?
I believe it's also barbaric and inhumane to give someone a cup of microwavable tea, I have a kettle that I use. It's not electric, it's a stove kettle, sadly.
Okay. Maybe as vice president you can upgrade.
Yeah, hopefully.
It is actually 118. Lol. Panda, how long before I read out that question did you see the question in chat about the puzzle, like the maths problem?
Uh,
Or did you not see it?
I saw it, but I saw that it was for Luffy.
Okay. Meatloaf, how long before I actually asked you the question had you had seen that question in chat?
I actually hadn't seen it.
Okay. Question for both. If elected, will you bring my father back from getting cigarettes?
Why, yes.
Panda says
I
yes.
can get a hold of your father real easy.
Meatloaf.
Yes, just yes.
Just Charlie says, but Panda, would you be the one running said YouTube and TikTok shorts?
Yes, because I know my way around both well.
Actually, I'll be honest with you. If you did want to run that actually sounds fucking awesome because I can't stand those things. So I'll give you access to it all. Corporate Alligator says, if candidates had a campaign in Fantastic Mr. Fox style, which woodland animal would you choose as your campaign manager? And why isn't it a badger in a waistcoat? Panda. Which woodland animal would you choose as your campaign manager?
I would want a bear.
Oh, a bear. Yeah, I like that. Panda bear, innit? Makes sense.
Yes.
Why would it not be a badger in a waistcoat?
Being a panda myself, a badger being relatively small to a panda, I would worry about their safety.
Oh, that's actually that's very considerate. That is. Oh, everyone chat. Oh, you like that? A round of applause there for Panda. Oh, all right. Now, Meatloaf. Same question. What woodland animal would you have as your campaign manager?
A beaver.
A beaver. A beaver. Okay. Why a beaver?
Because they're good at building dams.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Damn. Okay, so why isn't it a badger in a waistcoat?
Because I'm definitely scared of badgers.
Oh, are you?
Yes.
I actually had a roadkill one when I was walking Poppy a couple of weeks ago. Scared the bejesus out of me, made my heart sink. Puppet race drivers, pen factories, bin emptying, road embedded trampolines, really elevating Soul TV with his innovations. Both. Final question from Lurks and Leaves. Which Vin Diesel franchise is best? Riddick, Fast and Furious, or Guardians of the Galaxy, or Triple X? That's to Panda first.
I would say Fast and the Furious. It has a soft spot in my heart from well, there's a cutoff for this.
Ooh. Yeah.
After 5, it just got ridiculous.
Okay.
So the hard cutoff is 5.
Fast 5. Okay. Alright. Meatloaf, same question.
I sadly have not seen most of them. The only ones I have seen is 1 or 2 Fast and Furious and Guardians of the Galaxy, where he plays my favorite character, Groot.
So which is the best?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, you picked the both of you picked the worst two out of that. If you wanted to win me over, Riddick, the great Pitch Black's great. Chronicles of Riddick's
I've never
decent.
seen.
The third one isn't that good, but the games are brilliant. Oh my god. Oh dear. Question for both. Not run into the tabloids, I swear. Are the rumors of your affairs with old Greg true? I'm old Greg. I got a man, China. Is it, Panda?
It is not true.
It's not true. Old Meatloaf?
It is not true as well.
Not true. They're denying it. Okay, I'm afraid. Beavers are damn good. Hey, well, I'll be damned. Both. Corporate Alligator. Finally, if you win, will you shout bingo instead of thank you during your victory speech? Panda.
Sure.
Sure. Meatloaf?
I will say thank you.
Oh. What about you giving what the chat wanted earlier?
I mean, I'll say both if they want.
Okay. All right. Well, that seems to be the end of our Q&A rounds. Thank you so much for your questions. Honestly, you've been wonderful, guys. I remember, try to retain as much as you can. The polls do open in less than an hour, so maybe sooner, maybe half an hour. So just be aware of that. He's probably lying again. Well, we'll make the chat make up their own mind. Has Meatloaf been pulling the wool over your eyes? Has Panda been overcommitting? Well, it's now time for scenario. I'm going to present them with a scenario where their vice presidency will have to come into effect. So, I'll present two. One to Panda, for their Meatloaf to respond to and take him to task. And then one to Meatloaf for Panda to take him to task. So, Panda, as you'll go first, here is your scenario. Soul is doing a regular stream where she is playing a bunch of video games that, I don't know, were popular in the 90s but not anymore. Some weird idea that she's conjured together. Everything's going smoothly. Some people are having fun. Others are wanting them to get on to the next game. Someone comes into chat. Shock, horror. They call me a man. They call me a man in a dress. And that I should get rid of my bollocks. What do you do, Panda?
We will swiftly dispatch of said person.
How do you go about dispatching this person?
The banhammer.
The banhammer. Okay, you got the banhammer, so you would ban this person.
And snatching them and taking them to an abandoned mine in West Virginia.
Oh my god. Shock, horror. He came with friends. Who's this bloke? Says one chat. This isn't right. Says another. Vote Trump. Says another. We hate all DEI. And you. Says another. Chat is bombarded. How do you deal with this onslaught?
That is true, Shawnee. The mods would have fun that day. Myself included.
So what?
Because
how would you stem the tide?
their fragile ego will be easy to shatter upon a ban and just memeing on them. Because their ego is so incredibly fragile because their cult leader is equally as fragile.
So, Soul is now crying and ended the stream early. How do you console her?
As any friend should. We will work through it.
Mm-hmm.
As I have helped many before with issues.
That's very good. That's very good of you. You've got a past history of support there. Meatloaf, I'm not going to ask you the same question, but I want you to respond to Panda's answers. Is there anything you wish to take him to task on there?
Yes. Knowing your sleep schedule, you're rarely in Soul streams to begin with.
I'm actively trying to improve it.
Ooh.
We're making progress.
That may be true, but still, we both know your sleep history of oversleeping.
Yeah.
And I am already a mod, and I have to already do this stuff, and I'm here more times than any. But here recently, I know I haven't been here a lot. That's because I've been taking care of an ailing mother.
Mm-hmm. So, what do you wish to take? Do you wish to ask him anything?
Yes. If you're asleep, what is your plan to help Soul?
Panda.
question. Good question.
It is a good question. Will there be a good answer? That's the question. Oh, he's got you by the short and curlies here, Panda.
I can find out information through other channels, like Lofi, or Shani, or Potato.
Mm-hmm.
Then we can work for it from there, unless I actually manage to be up.
Okay. Anything else you wish to counter there, Meatloaf?
No.
No? Okay. Our next scenario is to be presented to Meatloaf. Meatloaf.
Yes.
Soul is back on camera, woohoo, and is using the time of her new setup and space to put on a little bit of performance. However, something gets exposed without her knowledge. How do you bring this to their attention while trying to prevent any further incident?
I would spam message Discord and text you and call you on your cell phone if, hopefully, it's in the room with you. If not, I would spam chat saying, don't look, oh god, don't look.
Hold on a minute. when I say I exposed myself, I mean, how can it be in a different room? What are you on about?
I'm saying if your phone is...
Oh, it's my phone! Is it?
I said
what?
phone.
Oh, no, but then you said if it was in a different room.
I said I would hope your phone isn't in a
Right,
different room.
okay, got you. Okay, but I'm not answering. It's still going on, and I've been banned. How do you wish to approach Twitch as my vice president to get me reinstated?
I would help you write an appeal, even though you wouldn't need my help in the first place. I would still help and offer the help. And I would sit and talk with you until they approved it, and I would help you find legal action if they would not approve it.
Okay, Panda, is there anything you wish to ask Meatloaf about his answer there?
Wouldn't spamming don't look in chat bring more attention to it versus away from it? Because it's like yelling fire and expecting people not to look.
Well, that's where you don't yell fire, you yell something else.
What do you yell?
I yell, please look away from stream, and Soul, please pay attention to chat.
Would you not at Soul
Yes,
in
I
chat
would.
to look at DMs?
I would.
Wouldn't that be the better approach instead of don't look?
Probably, but still, it's in the heat of the moment, and people fall under pressure sometimes.
Meatloaf, I'm going to change the scenario slightly. Instead of being live, I have ended the stream, but I forgot to end the stream properly, and my camera's still on, and I begin masturbating.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time.
Slander. Slandering our home.
Wow. Wow. How would you get my attention?
I would spam message you on Discord.
Okay. But it'd be
And-
it'd be in stream mode, so I wouldn't be able to hear it.
I know. I would play Yes, It's an Extender.
Yeah, there you go. That was the answer I was waiting for. Oh god. Oh dear. Okay. Did you click him? Oh, why does Sassy want to see that? Oh. Now. So our next round is an interesting one because there have been... You've both been on campaign trails, but you've also been slandering your opponent somewhat, and some allegations have been put forth about both of you. Now, the first one comes from the Panda Liberation Party, and it's going to be displayed now. And I will bring it forward so that everyone can see it in the chat. Here it is. It says, "Wanted. Wide awake. Meatloaf. Vote for Panda." Meatloaf has been asleep on the job, seems to be the implication here. Meatloaf, your response to this?
My response is that I'm sorry for falling asleep during that stream. I didn't get much sleep the night before, and... Hold on. No, that wasn't for me, sorry. And I'm sorry about falling asleep, but it'll never happen again.
This was taken from a stream. We did a podcast once. It was called the Sun-Dried Bunnies, and we had a guest that actually put Meatloaf, who was my co-presenter at the time, to sleep live on stream. And Panda has got that footage and stuck it in a bed. That's amazing, amazing work, Panda, in creating this. So you admit that this actually there is some truth to these rumours that you were asleep on the job?
Only for a brief second, but yes, there is some truth to it.
Do you think that this might interfere with your run-in here if people think that you're going to be asleep on the job as vice president?
I would like to point out to my 10 years record of being here awake constantly.
Ooh, okay. Well, you weren't the only one to make a little slander campaign, Panda, because Meatloaf made this, and I will make it a little bit bigger so you can see this. Here we are. Here's you. And it says, "Panda can't hide behind the fur forever. He's cute, he's cuddly, he's corrupt. One shady offshore bamboo account. Records show Panda hasn't paid taxes since September 1998. His excuse, I hibernate half the year. The hard-working families of Soul Stream don't get that luxury." It says here, fact. Panda once accepted 12 tons of imported bamboo from foreign lobbyists. Coincidence? Or is Panda compromised by the East Forest Syndicate? Don't be bamboozled. Vote smart, vote strong, vote not Panda, because leadership isn't black and white, it's red, white and real. Authorised by the committee to stop Panda before it's too late. Not affiliated with the Honey Farmers Union, but we do support them. Panda, these allegations have been brought forward about you. What is your response?
For one, I was born in September of '98. So, I have no obligations to pay taxes as an infant.
Very, very good point.
To start with.
What is this? What's this about the bamboo account, the offshore? Hello,
There is no
Outhouse.
accounts to hold bamboo.
Apparently, you've accepted 12 tons of imported bamboo, and baboons. Apparently,
That is a lot of bamboo for
yeah.
one panda.
But did you do that? Is this true? I mean, it does say the word fact
It is
next
not.
to it, so
You can slap the word fact next to anything.
yeah. Meatloaf, you can prove anything with facts, can't you?
Yes, it's a fact.
He says you're corrupt, Panda.
I am not in any way.
Well, you've seen the allegations now from both sides towards their opposition. Is there some truth to these lies, or truth to these slanders? That'll be up for you to judge, because we're going to the polls in very shortly. We'll say about 20 minutes, perhaps. But right now, it is time for our test. Because while you have been able to talk quite a bit and quite well to some of the questions and scenarios put forward to you, how much do you actually know about Soul TV? There is 6 questions, 3 each, easy, medium and hard. Okay? It's that simple. All you got to do is answer the question correctly to let chat know that not only are you committed to vice presidency of Soul TV, but you know so much about Soul TV that you cannot falter in that role. So Panda, you get the first easy question. What month and year did Soul begin streaming?
January of 21.
Ooh, it was February of 21, but I did arrive on Twitch in January 2021, so that's not, I mean, it is wrong.
I had it down to January or February.
My first stream was on February 5th of 2021. So, okay. It weren't too wrong, I guess. Meatloaf. Who was my very first moderator?
Big Potato.
That is incorrect. I'll give you another chance.
I don't remember then, because I always thought it was Big Potato.
It was Trundles.
Oh,
Trundles was my first moderator. I did my own modding. Technically, if you want to actually be like fact about it, like Eddie was my first mod on my very first stream. Because he was meant to help me set things up and work out how modding worked, but he never actually modded. But technically he would have been. I would have accepted Eddie or Trundles. Loaf, is it true that you can scale any wall with just your eyelids, toenails and pubes?
That is false.
It's
And that is a scandalous rumor supported by the Panda Liberation Party.
I think you heard about your arrival on Twitch a few minutes ago. Hey, nice one, AC. All right. We're going to the... That's true. Panda, medium question. Can you name any 5 of Soul's characters? Now, there is 30 of them. You only need to name 5.
Like Doctor Who?
Play Doctor Who. Boom.
Reg?
Reg, yes.
Monty?
Monty is there, yes. Monty is there.
Alder?
Boulder, yes. Oh, yeah, yes.
What's a good one? What's a good one? Does Boulder's wife count?
Nope, because that was played by Meatloaf.
Nope. That's right. And Sebastian.
Sebastian! Yes, my very first one. Yes, fantastic. Well done, well done. Panda, naturally I'd like the VP to be a warm and nurturing character. It would help me make my decision if I could hear you baby talking AC. Telling him his opinion here matters. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Will you be willing to baby talk AC?
Your opinion matters, AC. You are valued.
So sweet. All right. Medium question to Meatloaf. There are 60 current Soul TV shows. I need you to name 10 of them.
Let's see. The Campaign.
Boom. You're on it.
Hands Off My Joystick.
Yes, not even debuted that yet. Nice.
Dangerous Trekkers.
That's not quite what it's called.
I thought it was.
Not Trekkers.
Dweebs and Trekkers?
No.
Oh, maybe I don't remember that one.
Don't worry, you can't cheat, Shani. I've blocked the Discord from his eyes.
Yes, and I would not cheat.
No. I'm just saying. I made sure
I
to
know.
privatise both those.
Oh God.
There's one that never made it to the light of day.
There is. Yeah, it went through
I know.
two names, but that isn't one of the current 60. You're talking about
I
Tiger
know.
Spunk that became Dog's Bollocks. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I know that one isn't accountable.
It's just too hard for logistic. The amount of guests
Yeah.
and improvised would be just awful. You try to sound sincere. You've only got 2 so far. The campaign
I know.
and Hands Up by Joystick. There's 60 of them.
Stars in Your Mouth.
Yep.
Uh,
The campaign is this, where we elect a new person to be vice president. Hands on My Joystick is a video game panel show. What did you just say?
Love Struck.
Oh, Love Struck. Yeah, Love Struck is one I haven't done yet. That's dating games.
Oh, I don't know if this one still counts, but Twatch.
Twatch, yeah, there. The improv comedy panel show, yeah, that's on there. How do we appease the
Super
sun god?
Abandoned Wares.
Super Abandoned Brothers, yeah. Wait, you
Yes.
said Wares.
Yeah.
I'll give you that one.
Well, I meant Brothers.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. I haven't done that one yet. You're naming all the ones we haven't done.
I
That's
know.
insane. That's where we play Abandonedware. Yeah.
Pick Your Poison.
Yes, we've done that one. That's where the chat gets to vote on what they want to see next on chat through polls.
Thrust Into My Public Domain.
Yes, thrust into my public domain, where we look back at the year's new public domain access content.
I know, Shawnee, and I can't remember them.
We made pretty much all the art for like 90% of them. 2 more.
God, there's that really long one, but does that one still count?
Yes, it does, but I don't think you'd want to go through the effort of naming that.
God, no, I don't. Oh God, the Potato Sack.
Yes, where Big Potato goes and gets games from her potato sack, and we look through them to find a gem.
And Dunk My Demo.
Dunk My Demo, where we play for a bunch of demos. Well done, you reached the 10 mark. Alright, now it's hard mode. Panda. Now that 10 of them have already been named, there is less to get. So you must now name another 10 shows.
Oh boy. Beta date.
Fate Date is no longer a current show.
No?
No. That was a one and done.
Rip.
Wait, did you say
Is
rip
the
off?
vault still?
Yeah, that's one. Rip off. Yeah. Hold on. Where we play fan-made games and games made in chat. Yeah. Carry on.
Is the vault still around?
The Vault is still around. Yeah, we haven't done it in a while, but yeah, the Vault is still around. Yeah, he probably did Strixie, but he went rip, and that's actually the name of one, so I'm like, okay, I'm counting it. Alright, no help from chat, please.
Trying to remember.
$50 possible shows. We do one every Sunday.
Yup.
Face it, I should be the Veep. Charlie, you're already the Twitch World Champion.
Yeah. The championship.
Oh, yeah, what's it called? Ah.
Oh.
Are you going to call it on this one? Or can you get it? Still got to get another 7. 8, sorry.
This is one of those moments where there's so many options that it's just your mind goes blank the 2nd you are presented the question.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely.
Dungeons and Dweebs.
No, that's no longer an active one either.
Fuck!
Yeah. We nicked that so I could build my sci-fi one. Alright. I think I'm going to have to call some time.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'll call it.
Here with a full lot. Magnificent Mags, Living My Best Life, The Time Capsule, The Archive, The Escapade, Showtime, The Great British Easter Egg Hunt, Borders Hell, The Quadrant, the official stream of the video game and the movie based on the book that will become a musical, Spirit Box, The Para Abnormal, which Meatloaf hosts and didn't say
I
it.
know.
Survival Horror, Soul Talks, Insane in the Mean Brain, Get in the Bin, which we're doing next Sunday, Loafcraft, The Frolics, Dangerous Techers.
Hackers.
Yeah. The Quiz, which Shani said in chat, Watch with Soul, Pants on Fire, On the Box, The Master Debaters, Lego of Me, Rhythm Stick, which Meatloaf hosts,
I know.
Dealer's Choice, Multi Mayhem, Dead Man's Hand, Solanori, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, Wordplay, Retrograde, Fight Night, which was the championship one, Edibles, Rubber Dub Dub, Bargain Bin, Wheel of Misfortune, The Tat, SBC, Just Browsing, Soul FM, A Matter of Fact, Get in My Trailer, Are You For Real, Communal Showers, Dark Web, Late Night Lock-In, and that's it. There you go. They were the ones you could have had there. All right, Meatloaf, your final question. Name 10 more characters that have not been said.
You'll have to correct me if they've been said.
Okay.
Ralph.
Ralph, yeah. Radical Ralph.
Frank.
Frank, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Precious.
Precious was played by Eddie.
Oh, Sandra.
Sandra, yeah. Hi guys, it's Sandra.
God, why am I blanking?
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it?
The Quizmaster.
Quizmaster, I am the Quizmaster.
Dandy.
The Dandy, I'll give you that, yeah. Oh!
Sebastian was already said.
Sebastian was said.
Invisitron.
Invisitron. Oh. 4 ball. Yeah, he didn't get Loafcraft either, you're right.
Yeah, I didn't. I can't remember the pirate's name.
Oh, don't you have to move on then? Only 4 more.
I know. Gildos.
Dildos! Wow! Deep cut! Yes, my AI, Dildos. Wow. Come on, it.
Shit. No. Yeah, I'm calling it. I was going to say Boulder, but Boulder was already said.
You could have had Leonard Formby, the puppeteer.
Yeah.
Cowboy Clive Carter. ASMR Allen. Crichton. Thomas Tompkins. You could have had Theodore Bartland, he was the pirate.
That's Theodore.
Marvin, no one got Marvin. Who's hosted the most?
Shit.
Hosted the most.
Forgot about Marvin.
Rupert Twit. Jimmy McKnuckles. Mystic Keith. No one said Mystic Keith. Buttman. Speckles the Clown. Solala. Caroline Matthews. Evan Angels. Bruce Forster. Solita, the Man Seeker. And the last one you came out was Jaeger Funkhauser. There you go.
What about Jaws Dawes? Does that count?
No, I mean technically.
Because that's the puppet.
Technically, it would be. I think that counts as Leonard Formby because it's his voice. Technically.
Yeah.
There you go. No,
And
well
the two
done.
hidden characters.
They got a bunch I wouldn't have got. Like, yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Thank you. The characters haven't appeared.
I can't
recently,
remember.
so, yeah.
I don't know why. I can remember Dildos, but no
Yeah.
one else.
Yeah, Dildos. Wow, that Dildos I think only appeared like briefly once, like if that. It's insane. All right, okay. So the polls are closing in. They are going to go in just a moment. So guys, if you're in chat, get ready. Or if you were lurking, come back. The vote is about to happen. But before that, right before it, we need closing statements before they go to the polls. Panda, this is your platform to finally convince people to vote for you in a matter of minutes.
We have had a good discussion, Dave. Sophie and I. And we have had good discussions on multiple topics over the course of the stream. Some of us got out of left field with questions. It was a good time, though. And I hope for the best for either of us.
Okay, over to you, Meatloaf, your closing statements.
I would like to thank my opponent for joining us, for being a part of the show. And I'd like to say, Soul, thank you for allowing me and Panda to be on the show, for this chance to be your vice president. And I would like to thank the audience for showing up, because without them, this show would not have been possible.
Okay, thank you very much. We've got about a minute and a half before the polls begin. Yes, so Panda has promised trampolines in potholes, taking over pen factories, to uphold the moderation here and get up earlier in order to be here. Or apparently. He's going to act as a liaison between us. He's going to get sponsorships for us with drag racers. Not drag queen racers, although I wouldn't mind that. And I believe...
You can see what can make happen.
He has promised that he is not corrupt, and that any allegations about the bamboo is purely fictitious. Meatloaf, on the other hand, he has... What have you done? You put bouncy castles in the road. He's got Elder Gods backing. He is willing to put the chat before anything else. He really, really, really likes lying. He may or may not have fallen asleep once in stream, but he's devoted to staying awake, and he may or may not have used AI to generate some answers tonight, or worked out a simple solution way before I asked the question. That is up in the air. That's for you to decide. Either way, he came across as correct. So, it's down to you. The vote begins now. In chat right now, you can vote for the first ever Vice President of Soul TV. Who is it going to be? Is it Panda or Meatloaf? Please vote now. You'll have 5 minutes. So if you're out there lurking, come back and vote for who you wish to be the new Vice President of Soul TV. Now, I imagine Meatloaf, Panda, you're going to vote for yourselves. You are eligible to vote.
I'm abstaining.
Okay, Panda, feel free to vote if you wish. The votes are coming in. The votes are coming in. There is still time. If you're out there, please vote. And this will affect everything, including for me. If Meatloaf wins, he retains his moderation status here. He also gets access to the Vice President section. He'll also be the first person that I communicate with for stream ideas, input, and running ideas past them. If Panda wins, he gets all of that, including the moderation that he's never had before. He also, as a streamer, will get more collabs with me. So it's up to you. You'll need a vote. And now, if you're out there lurking, come back and vote. I'm actually gonna just to make sure, because there's still time. Getting, vote now. Poll is open. Quickly have your say on the new VP of Soul TV. How do you feel this campaign's gone for both of you?
I feel good about it.
Mm-hmm.
Equally so. It's been a great time.
That is true. He is not Scottish or made of meat or bread. You're
I will have you find that I am made of meat. I am a meat bag, as HK-43 from Star Wars would put it.
Ooh, references. Some saying that Panda, you don't look like a panda.
I'm a panda at heart.
Panda at heart. He's all about the heart. Meatloaf's all about the truth. What do you vote for? Well, I mean, if you're all about the facts, and facts don't care about feelings.
Facts don't lie.
Yeah, but you do, didn't you? You admitted to being a compulsive liar earlier. What if there is a tie? Oh, you don't want to know. So is in the actual Sun, as far as I know. Hey. Might be. Oh, it's leaning one way by one, but oh my god, it's tied!
Oh no!
Oh my god! Oh my god, it's just really can't end on a tie. It can't. We can't have a coalition.
Sure we can.
It will come down to one final ultimate question, and the first person to answer it would win. Oh! 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 Oh my god! Oh my god, this is so tense! Oh my god! You can only vote once! 14 people have voted in this, you're amazing. Thank you so much for engaging and voting this. Oh my god! See how the last coalition went. Oh my god. There is about a minute left. If you have not voted, please vote now. You're amazing. Thank you so much for everyone who's voted tonight. But we need a winner. It's 50-50. Our first one. And it's 50-50. Oh my god. Flip a coin. I'm going to put it down to a final hard question on Soul TV. This is insane. We already did a rock, paper, scissors, and we also already rolled a dice, / flipped a coin, and both of them won. For each of them.
Oh boy.
I think I'm gonna have to come up with a real and final. If anyone's gonna vote, it's gonna have to be now. We've got 15 seconds. Oh my god. Oh, it's a tie! Oh my god! Oh my god, wow, you really split people down the middle tonight. Okay. Alright, I'm going to have to make sure that this question is good. Okay. On this channel, there is currently... I'm going to get the information here to make sure this is absolute. On this channel, there is currently 40 VIPs. Okay. I'm going to have you alternate naming a VIP until you cannot. Okay, and the person that fails loses, and the winner takes the vice presidency. So, Panda, please name the first VIP of Soul TV.
Trixie.
Strixie is a VIP, that is correct. Meatloaf.
Pandarai.
Pandarai is a VIP of this channel, very good. I can't believe he didn't name himself. Didn't want to be egotistical. Panda, please name your next VIP.
Galloway.
Galloway is a VIP. Galloway, Galloway, Galloway. Woo. Meatloaf, name your next VIP.
Leogon?
Leogon is a VIP. Yes. Panda, name the next VIP.
AC.
AC is a VIP. Choo choo ka-choo to you, my friend. Meatloaf, name your next VIP.
Just some guy.
Just some guy is a VIP, but he's also just some guy. We appreciate him. Panda, name your next VIP.
Is Galaxine still on?
Galaxine is a VIP. Yes, wonderful artist. Meatloaf, name the next VIP.
Dagger Steve.
Dagger Steve is a VIP for sure. Rhymed a little bit. Panda, who is your next VIP?
Is Hobbit.
Hobbit Warlord is a VIP. Yes, he is. Even his big hairy feet. Meatloaf, name your next VIP.
Miri?
Miri hasn't got a VIP. I will allow you a second chance. We'll need to correct that, Miri, eh? Yeah, why not? Yeah, good point.
Oh god. Trying to think. They're 40.
Yeah.
I know one who used to be. But that doesn't count no more.
Nope, only current ones count.
I know.
Why don't you refresh Miri and see if it's on there now? Miri does not count in this, though.
Oh, I was about to say,
Nah.
if that changed.
No. You've already been named, Leogon, actually. Oh yeah, because blonde. Because you obviously had different accounts, so yeah, you're not on there at the moment. Yeah. Meatloaf, you're gonna need to add a VIP. Look, we're still in the early stages. Like there are a lot of people you haven't mentioned.
I
That are
know.
quite obvious.
I know, and I'm blanking.
Presidency
I
is on the line.
Oh god. Fuck, I give up.
Are you really giving up? Are you really giving up?
Are you sure? There is someone that does come to mind.
Meatloaf, do you give up? Yes or no?
No.
No? Okay. Just shout names, says Miri. I can't accept another wrong answer, though.
No.
There's 40. We've only named about
Eddie.
6. Eddie is a VIP. Yes, he is. Panda, who is the next VIP?
Oh no.
Was that your answer?
That was.
Who's the VIP? Still about 32. Some are a little bit more obscure, but there are some very obvious ones still available.
Yeah.
Oh, it's tense. We're gonna get. I can't believe the vote didn't actually work. But thank you so much for everyone who voted tonight. It's been amazing. Panda, name your VIP.
Mm.
Both of you have been around many years now.
Yeah, that's what makes it difficult.
Yeah. Last it's a mind wipe. As soon as this is over, you'll probably think of 10 more. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's exactly how it works.
Just like with the other ones, it's the pressure's on. But we want a Veep that can survive under pressure.
Is Mihai one?
Mihai is a VIP. Yes, Wolf Brothers Cinema does get the VIP. Meatloaf. Name your VIP.
Lurks Van Cleef.
Lux Van Cleef is a VIP. Back to Panda. Name your VIP.
Oh no. Oh boy.
There is someone really
Being around so long is the curse here, because there's been so many.
There's someone really obvious that I'm surprised Panda hasn't got yet.
Yeah.
Throwing out a name might help you.
Miri doesn't count.
Miri doesn't count, nor does Blonde, because they've only just received it. You can cut potential with a knife. All the sounds the Poppy snores. Yeah, Poppy in the background. I love it. Shiny says you can do it, Panda. There is one that you're going to kick yourself on. I know that.
Oh, that's how.
Yeah.
That's just the game.
Yeah.
Man.
Panda. I'm going to have to put some more pressure on you right now.
I know.
I have to call it. About a recount.
I know I'm missing someone here.
Oh,
It's probably obvious. Very obvious.
You're missing a lot of people, but there is one very obvious. You can do this. But I am going to put the pressure on. You got to get an answer.
Yeah.
United People's Front will not stand this. Countdown. I think we might need to do a countdown here because there's no answer.
Yeah.
So Panda, are you giving up here?
I think we're gonna have to, because I cannot think. There's just so
All
many
right.
people.
Panda, do you wish to concede? Yes or no?
I think I'm gonna have to.
Okay, Meatloaf, name a VIP to win. I don't think there's anyone in chat that hasn't been said. So. The Blonde and Miri don't count because they only just got it. Meatloaf.
Trying to think of everyone who's been in.
Meatloaf, there's about 30 people or so that you have that have got VIPs.
I know.
You just need to name one of them. You've collabed with a lot of them on my shows.
Howdy, Meg.
Howdy Meg is a VIP. That means that Meatloaf, you are the Vice President of Soul TV. And now you're going to kick yourself.
That one was one in my mind that I'm not sure.
Well, I'm going to go through the VIPs.
I second guess myself on it.
And then we're going to get Meatloaf's victory speech. So here are the other VIPs you could have had. At Midnight Sun, Auburn Drifter, Bass Rocker Gone Wild, Bia, Ash, Fluffy, Jack Frog, Lord Entropy, my liege, Maggie Lion, Miss Meggie Cat, Raffy V. Mariel, Panda, you could have had Narisso, Non-Major Nerd, Nostalgia Tash, Numa Guy, Pajama Mike, Samantha or something, She-Hero, Solera, Spidey Gwen, Suki Black, Swagnarok, FPG, The Battle Hamster, Twitch itself, Westy, and Zombie. All of them. Yeah. So, no, Patats is a moderator, so she doesn't get the VIP treatment. Actually, we should give someone else a VIP as well. There you go. 3 new VIPs today as well. Blonde, technically, you already had one, but he's got a new account. And Emiri and Corporate Alligator have just been added. There you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, your new Vice President of Soul TV, I present to you Scottish Meatloaf. Victory speech, please.
I would like to thank the Academy, my family. No, I'm joking. I would like to say thank you to Soul for hosting this wonderful show. And thank you to everyone who voted for me. I will keep your promises. And I have this.
My bin's ready to be emptied. Yep, you got a lot of bodies in those, haven't you? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Commiserations.
You got a lot of world traveling to do.
Yeah. Commiserations to Panda. You were a valiant candidate. Honestly, I thought you were going to walk this one. And it was so close that it came down to a draw and then a quiz. Like, damn.
Yep.
You I think I could see you coming back to run for this again. If not, maybe Shani might have a contender for that World Championship sooner or later. But again, thank you so much, Panda. I appreciate you so much taking part in this pilot. Meatloaf, congratulations, you are the Vice President now officially of Soul TV. I will give you your rewards forthwith. But anyone in chat, thank you so much for showing up tonight. Thank you for voting. Thank you for being a part of this stream. It's a new thing. If you liked it, we will do more. We will have a new person step up to Meatloaf's position and try and vie for it. Just like the championship, it's intended to be a very engaging show. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you loved it. And we'll see you again on the bright side. Isn't that right, guys? Bye,
Exactly.
everyone. Take care. Bye-bye. Woo.
Bye.
Bye, bye, bye. Woo.